It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, man. They put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to the air. Herbert on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. Again, he'll drop to throw. So as they take it over, we step aside. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring out the 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to say anything else. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2nd and 11.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lang.
And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Minnesota.
48 yards. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw again.
Throw over the middle, pulled in here by Farrell. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football. He does your dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Portland's offense now about set to take over. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we got no shot. You got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert off of play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Portland football here, ready to begin the second quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
To number 16.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Briscoe. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. On 2nd and 9. Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And taken right on the 30. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. It's not enough time to throw the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
And now out comes Minnesota.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Green. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll set up to throw, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, Green. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw here. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they bump the lead up to 4 down at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you have to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 3rd down, Briscoe. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. That gets him there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, Time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This fielded right at the goal line. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they make it even bigger plays in the passing game.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Second down and inches. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Snow.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Second and 9 now. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Gets past one man. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now back to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Second and 2.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll set up a throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Another try after the 1st down sack.
Herbert. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute it. Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
And he will take This one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, it's Green. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Aiden Hutchinson
dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, they took a shot there, trying to get it downfield, fourth quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted, but good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. From the 40 now on second down. Herbert going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Briscoe. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert shakes off the sack. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Lang. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the reception made by Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another first down and that'll be a gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That is incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They find some open field here. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Portland's offense now about set to take over. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Call it a gain of a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
He can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Throwing, Herbert.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Back to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. On 2nd down now. It's Green, and he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year, but I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get to their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that, and I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.